Sarah,
Mm-hmm.
you and your husband Darren own the Kootenay Lake Hostel,
Mm-hmm.
which is where we are right here
Yeah.
on B Avenue.
Yes.
So, can you tell us, you've been here for a couple of years now?
We've been here for 3 summers, so this is our 3rd year.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah.
And where did you guys come from?
We were running wilderness hostels in the Rocky Mountains, so halfway between Jasper and Banff.
Mm-hmm.
And then we lived in Lake Louise for a year before we came here.
What are they? Can you tell us, the wilderness hostels?
They were small, isolated hostels in Banff National Park. They were, you could drive to them, but then usually you had to walk or ski into them.
Oh, yeah?
And they didn't, they were very rustic. They didn't have running water or electricity, and they were a great place to be in the wilderness for, for quite a long time.
So you say hostels, you ran more than one?
We ran Hilda Creek, which is up at Sunwapta Summit, for 4 years, and then Rampart Creek for the rest of the time.
And where are you from, and Darren, originally?
I'm from Vermilion, Alberta.
Okay.
So that's east of Edmonton. And Darren is from Steinbach, Manitoba.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's nice. And so then you guys found Caslow.
Mm-hmm.
How?
Well, we came here when we were in the Rockies. Of course, it's so cold there that when we would come here to escape that in either the fall or the spring before our major season came, and we were just it was just enjoyable to come and enjoy the spring and the fall, like the late and the early sun. So we would come out here, and Caslow always was a place that we just loved.
How did you find it, though?
I don't really know. I think it was just go passing through at the time, and I think Darren's cousin was playing here once, and so we came here
Like
to
a
watch.
musician?
Yeah, yeah, and we came here to watch him play, and we actually stayed at this hostel.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and we got to know Tom.
Yeah.
And we just stayed and loved it so much, and we said to him that if he ever wanted to sell it, we would be into it, and so he called us up, and one time, when we were in Lake Louise, and he said, are you guys still interested? And so we came and had a look, and that's how we came here.
That's great.
Yeah, yeah.
And so you operate as a hostel right now.
Mm-hmm.
I've stayed in a hostel once. The Green Turtle, or the Green Tortoise, somewhere like that. But can you tell us a little bit about how it works, what it is, if you don't know?
We're actually calling it the Kootenay Lake Guest House now, but we're still doing it's still a hostel, and the reason we changed it to a guest house name is that that's what we feel like we do. We're a house, and we have guests, and so what a hostel is, the benefit of a hostel is that you've got a kitchen, and you've got, a less expensive option, and so you don't have to go out every meal. You can bring and cook your own food, and really it's a place to hang out for people. Like, we've got a deck and a sauna, and so people can really come here and just, it's their home while they're here. So that's kind of what we do. And hostels in general are a great place to meet people, because you're sharing the space. I think hosteling is very important in our society because we're never asked to share space with other people. So that's really why we have chosen to always, keep it within the hosteling, because we feel like it does fulfill a societal role in that, people can communicate with each other, and people from all different backgrounds, can come together and chat over coffee in the morning, or bump into each other, and be polite to each other in a house. That's what we feel is important about hosteling.
And so when you say they share the space, they share all the sort of common areas, like kitchen and resting, or like living area.
Kitchen and living area. Generally, we do rent dorm space, so
like a bed?
You can rent a bed, and you might be with somebody that you don't know. But generally what happens in our house is that people come with their families or with other people, and so they get to spend the time, living in the same room with the people that they come with, generally.
And you were saying that you have 17 beds in this place?
17 beds, yeah, and 6 rooms. So they're ideal rooms for families or for groups. Or we have one private room that's just one person.
Oh, yeah?
So yeah, that's a nice option for people as well.
And can we talk a little bit about rates? Like what do you charge?
At this year, we're charging $25 for a dorm bed and $50 for a private room. So
that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's on the inexpensive. You know, we try and keep the rates down and still maintain ourselves too. You know.
Yeah. And how do people find out about you?
Well, we have a website, and it's, you know, lots of people find us out from there. It's actually, you can just Google Kaslo Hostel and we'll come up. And the other thing is, we do have a rack card that we're kind of, I just got that done this spring, so we're kind of just slowly circulating that out. But most of our clients come here from word of mouth. Like, people tell people, and that's how we get known. And I think, you know, being a small business, we don't have a huge advertising budget, so it's a good way to do it, I think.
We live right next door, so we've met some of the people that have stayed here. Yeah. And I know some of the people have come here like year after year.
Yes, yeah, we get a lot of repeat clientele, yeah for sure.
So what kind of places are people from?
Well, we have, you know, people from everywhere. We've had people from Hong Kong, people from Australia, people from New Zealand, overseas in Germany. Lots of, you know, Europeans come here. We also have had lots of local Canadians. That's what makes up the bulk of our business. And then also people from Spokane and close in Idaho and Washington, those states, you know, people come up for the weekend, or especially in the winter, people like to come to the hot springs.
Right.
Yeah, so they stay with us.
And then, you know, hosteling always sort of seems to go with backpacking.
Yeah.
Do we have lots of backpackers that come through here?
Yeah, I think that there's, you know, more and more people are discovering Kaslo as a destination. And I think as people start to kind of, the Rockies get more busy, people are looking for that, you know, undiscovered gem. And I think Kaslo is that spot, you know. People are really starting to come here.
So you find yourself busier then?
Yeah, I think that we have been, every year we've been getting busier.
That's good.
Yeah, it is good.
So it's an all right way, sort of very low impact
yeah.
to Kaslo, but it's still able to make a living.
Yeah, exactly.
And then raising a daughter.
Yes, yeah.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah, yeah.
What about locals from Kaslo?
We have actually, some of our business in the summer comes from weddings and people planning special events, as well as we do host some musicians when they come through. We've done that, as well as, you know, the Jazz Fest is always a big seller. And the other thing is that a lot of people from Argenta and Johnson's Landing use us as a stop for Kaslo. They'll come into Kaslo and stay the night and then go back, so that they have the full day, or they'll go to Nelson and then just come back to Kaslo and spend the night and then head home. Just, you know, especially in the winter, people find that to be a really good option. And
what about people just coming for the day? Do they?
No,
something?
We don't have people just come for the day. Mostly people stay for the evening, you know, like, because we sell beds, so that's what they do.
But I bet, like, just walking into your place, you've got a whole bunch of different brochures on the area, different things to do. It's probably a nice little tourist information center.
Exactly, yeah. No, it's funny because I've sometimes, you know, met people in town and said to them, you know, oh, we have a book on that in the hostel. Just go on in and find it, you know. So people have done that for sure.
That's really great.
Yeah.
And so your parents are here as well?
Yeah, they do. They're living here. They moved. They always wanted to live here with us, but they moved really quickly after I had Rowan because they couldn't resist, you know. And they're building a house. Darren is helping them, and they're building a house on Wardner, and they're really happy to be here. Yeah.
Are they from?
They're from Vermilion. Yeah,
so
yeah. They lived there for 27 years. My father taught at the college there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He taught outdoor recreation. So, you know, he really likes this environment. He's really into hiking and paddling, and so is my mom.
Yeah. That's really great. And would you give me a tour of your place?
For sure, of course.